I'm standing less than 5 miles from the Korean Demilitarized Zone, or the DMZ, where that U.S. Army private made that illegal crossing very unusually from the south to the north, just beyond that bridge there, the Unification Bridge. You know, we're still quite a distance away from the DMZ, but this is as close as we're allowed to get. And you can see the barricades, the spike strips. We can't even shoot the other side of this road where we saw military vehicles going in. This is a very heavily fortified area, but tour groups with special permission and a lot of paperwork are allowed to go in, and that's what is believed to have happened. This Army private, Travis King, 23 years old, who had served almost 50 days in detention here in South Korea after some sort of an assault or a scuffle. Lawyers described it as a typical kind of potentially drunken confrontation, and yet it ended him not only in custody here in South Korea, but he was being sent back to the United States to be separated disciplinary action from the Army, and he would have basically been kicked out of the Army. So instead, what is believed to have happened is that he joined a tour group, crossed the Unification Bridge, went into the joint security area. This is an area that might be familiar to you, even if you've never been there, because it's where President Trump, the former president, and the North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un met and had an impromptu discussion several years back. And President Trump then stepped over what's known as the military demarcation line and became the first sitting U.S. president to step foot on North Korean soil. Now, as far as what lies ahead for this young American, he's likely being held, maybe even in quarantine, because the North Koreans are very afraid of COVID-19, afraid of outsiders. They've had their border basically hermetically sealed throughout the entire pandemic, and so they might even suspect, frankly, that he was sent there intentionally to bring the virus to them. So they're going to make absolutely sure that he doesn't have COVID-19, and then he'll likely be questioned about his military service. Pretty limited amount of time in the military, pretty low rank, so we wouldn't have a whole lot of intelligence value for them, for the North Koreans, that they might find useful, in which case then it's just a matter of waiting for some channel of communication to open up with the United States. Maybe they want to send him home quickly, or maybe he could be sitting in a North Korean cell for quite some time.